Hey, what's up guys, Metaphor here, and today's video, before we get into it, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I also want to say guys, please watch the video before you make your comments. If you do have a remark to make or something, I probably address it in the video, or at some point it does get talked about already. Again, like I want to preface this by saying guys, you can play whatever input you want, it's fine. Nobody hates anyone for playing on keyboard and mouse or controller. But if you do hate people who play on keyboard and mouse or controller, you need to get help, because anyone should be able to play whatever they want. However, there is a distinct advantage to playing on one input over the other, which is inevitable. You can't have perfect balance in both things. However, I think there could be a better attempt at making that balance. If you guys do enjoy the video, please drop a like and comment. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Also, before the video starts, again, let me step in and say, nobody wants aim assist removed. If anybody says they want it removed from the game, I would not count their opinion. Controller needs aim assist 100 million %, as the game would be completely unplayable without it. However, the way rotational aim assist is in the game, so not slow down, but the actual tracking, needs to be tuned, maybe removed. I'm not saying it needs to be removed. There are arguments towards it being removed. I don't think it should be. But that's debatable. But aim assist in general should not be removed. Hey, what's up guys, Metaphor here, and today's video is going to be talking about nothing other than rotational aim assist. I know this is already going to piss a lot of people off, but I do want to preface this video by saying that I do not dislike controller players. I think you should play whatever input you want to play on, and the only thing we're going to be talking about is things that are complete facts, like just straight up facts, no opinion based, nothing like that. And you know, some of the negativity that flows around this, and you know, you guys know that I've had a lot of, you know, takes on stream, on Twitter, and some of my videos about aim assist, and I usually get torched in my comments from controller players when I do these things. But I need you to understand that these things are real. The things that I'm talking about are real. It's 100% a fact that it is too strong. Infinity Ward themselves have even said it's too strong. So it's like, the people who made Warzone have all said it's too strong. And if your take on this whole subject is, oh, you know, just quit. Well, unfortunately, I really do enjoy Call of Duty. I used to be a console COD player back in the day, from Call of Duty 4 all the way up to Ghosts, and then I played League of Legends for like 10 years. So obviously my skills have transferred over to keyboard and mouse, and now I cannot really use a controller. I'm 27 years old, and relearning a controller, I don't know, maybe I'm just a grandpa, I can't do it no more. So I don't know. Regardless, play whatever input you want, but there is an obvious advantage to controller. Pretty much everybody knows it by now, except for the giga casuals. But the reason why I want to talk about this today isn't because I'm trying to bag on controller players more. You'll notice in my videos recently, I actually completely stopped talking about this because people just get too mad when I do it. However, I saw this thread on Reddit a couple days ago, and on Reddit, usually when people talk about aim assist, they also get torched in the comments. But I actually seen a lot of people watch this video and then say, you know, oh dude, my aim assist doesn't work like that, and then they go, oh wow, it does work like that, I was just doing it wrong. So hopefully this actually improves a lot of you guys on controller. I just don't want people to get the wrong idea. I just feel like aim assist is overpowered, and it probably always will be, and I think that's just the way it's going to be. But I do think rotational aim assist could get touched, and even if it still ends up being better than keyboard, which is fine, Call of Duty is a controller game, I think it just needs to be balanced a bit more, because even the people in this thread, I'll link the thread in the description below, a lot of them have come to terms with it. And you can tell these people are controller players because their original comment is them talking about, oh, it doesn't work. Now, there is a lot of people who are just meat riding keyboard and mouse, and they're just flaming controller players. I don't claim those people. I just think it should be a bit more balanced, and in the videos that I'm going to show you guys are going to see, okay, this is actually a bit out of control. And like I said, a lot of people who watched these videos, you know, agreed. Like, this is insane. So this guy, Heck Smith, I have no idea who this guy is. I just found his channel in this thing. He shows a bunch of, you know, clips of rotational aim assist. So we're just going to let the video play through. And I just want you guys to watch this and tell me like what you genuinely think and if you think this is fair. You can see the controller on the right showing you how to activate this type of aim assist. So all you have to do is put on standard aim assist, and then it's all in the left stick. Everything. So this is basic stick drift. Basic stick drift right here is doing this for him. He's actually not even touching his controller at this point. He has an overlay, so you can see when he's actually touching his controller. And I know a lot of people are going to say things like, oh, it's so disturbing. A lot of people are going to say things like, oh, but mouse is more precise and stuff like that. The problem is that it's just not. With rotational aim assist, it's just not more precise. It's really not, because if people are strafing back and forward, this will actually help track them. And for those of you a lot of people in that thread were saying things like, this isn't applicable in a real game. But then they'll just ignore every kill cam I've ever tweeted, or they'll ignore every POV I've tweeted of a streamer, which I will end up showing in the future in this video. Of this stuff definitely does happen. The reason why people who aren't very good at the game don't think it happens is because they don't actually know that you use your left analog stick, and the only time when they actually do get this aim assist is by accident. So say someone comes around the corner, they panic and they pull their left stick, or they're using an older controller and they have stick drift. So if you're sitting in a corner camping and your controller's a bit old and someone runs by you, you have stick drift on your left stick, you're actually going to get more aim assist than if you had a brand new out of the box controller and you weren't abusing it. Now, this is why you'll see a lot of these hacker hunters like Bad Boy Beeman and them, they'll always criticize controller players for aimbot. Always. Because if you saw this type of behavior from a keyboard player, you would know they're cheating, right? But the problem is every good controller player understands how this works. It's just the skill ceiling of this game is understanding how rotational aim assist works. Unfortunately, that is just the truth. It is what it is. So this guy is now using the right stick, I guess. AA handles the vertical, player handles recoil. So he's actually showing a lot of very good examples here of how this works. Yeah, AA handles the fall. I mean, it is pretty insane. And like I said before, a lot of people, like I said, were disagreeing with these takes on aim assist. But then in the comments of this video, a lot of people switched over. And I've never actually seen a post get that much traction where it wasn't just primarily controller players shitting on keyboard and mouse players. Now he does have a couple more things on here. This is aim assist versus a lagging player. You will actually see a snap here, which is honestly insane. I always knew these advantages existed, but I never took the time out to actually go and like look at them. But he'll slow it down here. You will actually see it snap to the person who's lagging. Now, I'm not saying that we should all be prepared for people who are lagging, but this shouldn't exist, right? It's actually yanking his aim. Like, that's not a human doing that, you know what I'm saying? And if you were on keyboard trying to track a lagging player, you just wouldn't be able to hit those shots. Rotational aim assist pulls in opposite direction to right stick. Okay, so yeah, he's moving his aim to the right, but it's still pulling left. So this creates the effect that when people die, their aim will go everywhere. You'll hear me call that a symphony flick, and that's just a joke that I make because a lot of people know that when Symphony kills people, he'll flick to a different wall and start wall banging. And then the joke that I make is when a controller player will kill you who's fighting their aim assist, they'll snap and start shooting in the air or something. It's just a joke. It's not that serious. But yeah, that is what I talk about because people don't understand that they're actually fighting their aim assist all the time. If they're not good at the game. Basically, like I said before, the entire skill ceiling with this game is understanding and abusing rotational aim assist. This I don't really have a problem with. Apparently this guy goes down and he starts pulling aim assist. I mean, I don't really care. Like, this doesn't really matter at all. But, like, basically anytime you ever hear someone say their aim assist doesn't do that, it's because they don't know to put their aim assist on standard and they don't know to move their left analog stick. That's literally all it comes down to, and that's pretty much it, to be completely honest with you. It doesn't really get much more it doesn't really get much more blatant than that. So like I said, this is the thread that I'm talking about. A lot of people in here are talking about it. There's a lot of people who are just hating on controller players, which I don't agree with. I think you should be able to play whatever input you want, and that's part of the reason why I think it should be balanced more. Regular slowdown is fine, but the problem is we're not talking about the slowdown here. We are talking about the micro aimbot that does come, and all of the advantages that you get from playing on keyboard and mouse come from skill and actually learning the game, whereas you can accidentally get rotational aim assist aimbot with just a weak controller, which I think is really dumb. My proposed changes to this would be to add a delay, about a 200 millisecond delay on rotational aim assist, so that a human would actually have to input what they're doing, so that the second a player strafes, they don't instantly start tracking them. So I do think that I think a human reaction time delay would be great, so that it's actually human versus human to some regard. You would still get that little aimbot tracking once it did start kicking in, but it wouldn't be so game over at the very start. And I just think in general that that's hurting the game. It's even hurting controller versus controller, because if you encounter a controller player who just sees you first, and if they know how to activate rotational, you can't win. You literally just can't win. And I think that there could be a skill ceiling that could be evolved in this game a little bit. I'm not saying this game needs to turn into a sweat fest like Counter-Strike or something like that, but it is a bit discouraging to see this game be open to multi-input and to encourage multi-input, but then have the inputs be so damn different in terms of one has very little pros and one has every pro. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people are going to complain about console versus PC. Problem is, you can use keyboard and mouse on console, and you can also use controller on PC. So the keyboard and mouse, or the PC versus console debate, doesn't need to happen here. This has nothing to do with that. Also, Warzone 2 is coming out on console with 120 FOV. And if you have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, your console is going to perform better than the average PC. I genuinely hope you know that. I played the MW2 beta on PS5, and that game felt smooth. And you have to understand, the average PC that people are playing on are not 3090s or 4090s, which are coming out soon. Most people are on like 1080s and stuff like that. They're barely getting 60 FPS, man. It's not what you think it is, bro. A lot of this stuff is not what you think it is. Again, like I wanna wrap this up here and just say, guys, this is not me hating on everyone who plays on controller. I don't care what you play on. A lot of my friends, most of my friends, are controller players. You can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. But I do think this does need to be changed. And Infinity Ward has said it's too strong. I just kind of wish that every time someone would have a human reaction to an aimbot in a kill cam, they wouldn't get roasted for it. That's basically all I'm saying. And honestly, I feel like I need to talk about it, because nothing will ever get changed if people don't talk about it. So I do think it'll be good for the game if it does get reduced a bit. And you even see a lot of the high tier controller players saying it should get reduced. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day, guys. Peace.
Nice, good shit. I'm gonna go and pop.
That's one on top of
Watch your backside, Jace. Watch your backside.
Cool, bro.
Of course, the only...
Oh my god, somebody clip it.
You have any input on that Nadia girl that plays COD? Dude, I don't care about Call of Duty. I'm sorry. If she's on controller, which I think she is, you're never gonna figure it out, man. Controller's aim assist is pretty much the same thing as cheating. So who the cares?
See, man, whenever it's a good player, I have to hit every shot or just die. Mouse and keyboard's hard, dude. Holy.
I'm taking shots.
Up close, you have to have perfect aim, bro. Controller, you just get perfect aim for free. It's kind of sad. I think aim assist should definitely be nerfed in this game.